Okay. I am Milagros Singoni. I am originally from Argentina. I have been living in Arizona for the last 6 years. I am an architect, licensed architect from Argentina, and also I have a master in urban planning. I have been teaching at ASU in architecture and landscape architecture for the last 5 years and a half, from freshmen all the way to graduate studios. This particularly studio was done by third-year students in architecture. I chose to work with the city of Avondale because it's one of the forgotten cities of the valley. Where there's no money, nobody think about them. So I met with Ruth a couple of months ago, and we started to discuss what the city would need, and we both agreed that improving the quality of life of the people living in Old Town Avondale was kind of a big priority. And on that, we identified Western Avenue like the most important corridor to start working with. For a couple of reasons. It's where the artwork happens, it's where all the children are after they are gone from school, especially because right now mom and dad usually work, so these kids are outside the home until 7 p.m. that parents come back to from work, but they leave school at 2:30, 3 p.m. So there is this 3-4 hours gap that they are wandering around without having anything that keeps them busy and out of trouble. So the students met with Ruth and with people from Boys and Girls and the youth director and so forth, and we identified 2 different sites. One is an existing park, the Decancini Park next door, and the other one is the empty lot that is in the corner of Western and Dysart. And we have 2 different approaches. The one of Western Avenue and Dysart would be a park that would be more oriented towards the gateway to Old Town, Old Barrio, and how to celebrate the gathering of people. We studied the demographics of the place, how these type of cultures that live in Old Town, Old Barrio tends to spend more time outside, tends to gather in larger groups, and how we could, through design, be at the benefit of the community. On the existing park, we challenged the question of redefining the concept of play, how children play, who plays, if it is only children, if it is adults, and what it means to play.
Well, I hope it's adults too.
We decided that it was all the way through, so we started with a brief exercise that was go and capture images of people playing, what you think that they are playing, and then with that students had to find a word that for them redefined the concept of play. From that, they have a week-long project that was to design an artifact at the scale of the body that would emphasize the concept of playing according to the word that they chose. From that artifact that they were all sorts of stuff, from movement to the concept of scale, very simple, easy to do, sustainable to maintain, sustainable to build. They push those concepts into the design of the parks.
What were some of the photographs of play?
It was interesting. Most of them, it was unstructured play. None of them took the regular picture of a kid in a slide going down. If there was a slide, the kid was hanging from the border or going up. And it was interesting to identify that from the 11 different students, in all the cases, play means something that was unstructured, that was free.
Maybe it's the architect's mind. Maybe that's how the architect's mind works.
It could be that you always challenge the rules and you always are trying to break the rules. But it was amazing how much they were able to find people overall challenging those rules, particularly the student that now is leaving the room. He played with the concept of scale and how through your imagination a book perhaps facing upside down becomes the hangar from a plane, and how a wall sometimes becomes your fort. So imagination and creativity, flags, this thing of always in constant change, was part of the words that they chose and part of the images that were representing their ideas of play. And then they push that into their parks. We have 11 very different proposals of their parks for all downtown Avondale. And in the case of the site that is located in the Gateway, the students were asked to design a building that would be an art center. There would be a place where the community could take classes of all sorts of art, from sculpture to painting to dancing, all the way to celebrate moments of the community, a place where weddings could happen, a place where the artwork could start, exhibitions could start. And on the site that is in the existing park, the students were asked to design and program a teen center. Right now that existing park has the building of the boys and girls, but there is no place for teenagers right now. So it was, they interview teenagers and they came with this program about what teenagers want after hours. They don't want to study, they don't want to read, they want to be social, gather, play pool, watch TV, lay in a couch, talk, text with their cell phone. So they, based on the interview with the teenagers that they met, they came with the program for the building, and then they designed this building.
Nice.